What? Yeah, I could. What? You didn't tell me where I go. Uh, that one? Probably pasta, bro. Alright, bro. Got this, man. The first 10, or are you doing every other flip back and forth? So, I mean, yeah, every. Yeah, so back and forth. Okay, that works. It's just me more. Yeah, I like that. Always. We'll let them roll in. Because man, y'all can show up on time, eh? Oh, there's lovely. Who? I think so. Let's see, I think so. I think so.
Boom, headshot! Boom, headshot! Boom,
Alright, this
headshot!
is 6 AMA. Oh, showtime. Jeez. Let me blow my nose.
And his name is John C.
Get water. Get water.
Yay!
First of all, fuck off everybody. Oh no, wait, is it pronounced Cherot? Cherot? Child? It means, yeah, I mean, Cherot. 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 There we go. Alright. See you on stage, bro.
Mic check, mic check. Let's make sure everything's working over here. Make sure all this. Welcome, everybody rolling in. Ryan, you with us?
I guess I should say good evening to everybody. Good
Yes.
evening.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. I'm trying to see where I can put this chat box on Twitch. We're just gonna have to leave it chilling over here. Okay.
Okay.
Checking with my Twitch folks too. Can you guys hear me and Ryan okay?
I guess I should say something or test something.
Yeah, loud and clear. Aqua says loud and clear, loud and clear.
Oh, perfect,
Cool.
perfect. Okay.
Cool.
Well, welcome everybody to the 6th AMA. It still blows my mind that we're on the 6th one. But yeah, like we made it. We're here. We got to number 6. Not even like 6 months ago. We had no idea this would even be possible to have this many people coming in and listen to us. This is some people's actual 6th AMA. I believe this is Aqua's.
Yeah.
Aqua's the 6th AMA, 6th time listening to my voice.
Yeah, and I mean, time goes by fast. Whether you're here for our first AMA, whether this is your first AMA or your second, I heard a lot of people happy that it was their second and third AMA. That's kind of when we had, I think, the big growth. The time goes by fast. I mean, with all the fun we're having, with all the changes that are happening, with all the excitement of what's to come, you know, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised when we hit our 1 year. You know, we're halfway there, so crazy.
Exactly. Exactly. I want to give a shout out to Aqua's, Nick Boy, Ree, Thomas, Falfape, Ermico, Santoro, Giles, Daniel, for our Genesis scholars. They've been with us for a very long time. And also, shout out to our recent graduate scholar, Nai. Right? She recently graduated. So that was very exciting. Very, very big news. We're very happy about that.
I got some shout outs. I see some of my Twitch folk in here too. We got Christoph Guapo, Abigail, Rio, Pew, P Shooters in the house, RG, Missouri, Doreen, Erie. We got a whole bunch of people watching. Jay Chill. We'd love to say Mahal Kayo. We love you all. Even if we don't mention you, shout out you specifically, we see your names in the chat. Lots of love all around from Ryan and myself.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's like huge shout out to all the first scholars, all the people who continue to help others grow and help grow our community, help push this Discord, our Twitter, and your Twitch stream to just make it an overall fun place, right? Like I have huge shout outs to all the first scholars out there.
Yeah. So, I mean, if everybody's kind of rolled in, settled down, we can start the AMA. Of course, we keep our juiciest things for the mid to end, but we can kind of get the ball rolling.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna do more of a conversation kind of style. You know, at first we want to talk about a few things in the Discord, like what we did in the past, present, future. It's a very similar format as what we've done before. This is very new for some of our newest Diamond scholars, where they never heard the AMA before, or this is their actual second time joining. So we want to let everyone know this is how we normally do things in our format. So there's a few things that we want to talk about, but first thing off the list is last time we added Icy Team to the actual Discord, right? New manager, Icy Team. They came in strong, right? We added them to the Discord. They're having a great time. Icy showed up as a very high-ranking player, and she wanted to give that experience to members of her guild within GA.
And Icy's team is doing well. We keep in contact with her every once in a while, and she seems to be loving it. Just like many of our sponsors and managers are. So again, we want to thank you for creating that experience. We thank them for providing the experience for you guys, and we thank you guys for making it a great experience as well.
Yeah, I think managers are really going to help grow this Discord overall. And I definitely think that when we bring more managers in, they'll allow us to add more scholarships at a much faster rate than what we could handle ourselves. And just generally, we're going to be having this like large following of people in GA for how Axie grows, and then when like land gameplay grows, and when all the stuff that's happening in the future grows, people will have a family and people will have a community that they can go to and then that they can be a part of.
For sure.
So this is the first topic of the conversation I want to have is tactical elites. Travis, how's it going? What's
Tactical
the situation
elites,
there?
tactical elites. Okay, so tactical elites is kind of my little love that I would love to have, but haven't really quite got to the point where I would like it to be personally. We got a few tactical elites, some of them in the chat right now. I think I see Aqua's in there, and the goal of tactical elites was really to kind of have an evolving team to help find different metas and to also climb the leaderboards and potentially have some kind of a tournament play to represent GA. Now, it's still small, and it's still I've seen a lot of requests of people wanting to join tactical elites, and we would love for it to grow. But the approach that we think we're going to have is kind of have a merger. And by merger, we might announce another title. You want me to explain the title? I could explain the title.
Yeah, explain it.
So we're going to
Explain
add
it.
another title, especially after just doing pay period, and it's going to be called the 3K Club. Okay? So the 3K Club is for those who are able to reach 3K SLP in one pay period. And there's a couple of you guys out there, and it's quite astounding. So
Damn,
what we're going
3K SLP?
yeah, 3K SLP in one pay period in like in the 2 week cycle. And so we're going to merge, we're going to add the 3K Club, and then we're going to merge it with the Tactical Elites so that we can have kind of a mixed group of kind of high level, high skilled, kind of dedicated players in this chat. And there's the potential for some pretty nice rewards for those who can keep and stay in the 3K Club.
Yeah. So how it'll work is if you hit 3K SLP by the end of your pay period, you will be part of the 3K Club. You can actually drop out of it. Is that correct, Rose?
Yeah, I would say if there's 2 pay periods where you cannot maintain the 3K, you would unfortunately lose the title of 3K Club. You do have one little slip up. I think I saw somebody at 2,997 or something like that at the end of the pay period. I was like, ooh, so close to the 3K Club. Yes, so it'll be a fun club for you guys to join as well, along with the Tactical Elites. Perhaps there could be a mix of the 3K Club and Tactical Elites. It's okay to hold both titles. And specifically to our Genesis First and Diamond Scholars, if you are part of the 3K Club in the future or maybe near future, you may have the opportunity of having a 40 energy cycle or multiple cycles if you can hold up to it. So, and if you're up to it. You don't have to play 40 energy. If you want to stick in the 3K Club, stick with your 20 energy days. That is totally fine. If you have the extra time and are willing to put the extra time in, you do have the chance of getting extra axes so that you can run with 40 energy. So I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
A cool opportunity.
And with those 40 energy, that means that there's expected higher stats required, more play time required, or is it going to be a ever flowing way?
Well, I know. Going from 20 energy to 40 energy is a big jump and it's a big time commitment. So I'm assuming if you're in the 3K Club, you don't mind spending that much time. Again, we'll ask. We're not going to dump the axes on you and expect you to play 40 energy. You can try it for a cycle. If you can maintain your kind of 3K Club feel, yes, it's of course it won't be exactly, you won't turn to 6K, like it's not expected for you to hit 6K right after, but if you can kind of keep your average up, then it's just a bonus for your hard work, and you could, I guess, earn more for the next pay period as well, because as much as you earn, it is what it is. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty fun though. I think that will definitely give more vibrancy and it'll help grow the more like dedicated player base side of GA a bit more because I know I've talked to some of you. We know some of you really want 40 energy, and some of you are actually pushing the boundaries of your team. And for right now, it is just exclusively for Genesis First and Diamonds.
Yes.
So currently, sponsored scholars will not be able to join right away. We are going to be talking to the individual sponsors and the people who actually invested in your axes and see if they're okay with our scholars joining the 3K club because it does affect how they see their SOP earnings as well.
Yeah. So yeah. So far as the sponsor and manager case, it is case by case. We do need to speak to your managers. It would be if they are okay having the extra axes in the account. But we'll give more information. We'll probably be announcing some 3K Club starters sometime this week as
Yeah.
well, as there's a couple of you guys that are right now in the 3K Club or have kind of consistently been in the 3K Club unknowingly. Next topic of discussion, Ryan. What are your feelings about the Diamond Scholars?
How
Have
I
they?
feel with the Diamond Scholars.
Yeah,
I think the Diamond Scholars for me has been a huge success. I think the Diamond Scholars being brought into GA has been something that's been very critical, and I think that I want to continue to grow the Diamond Scholars even more. Right, there are definitely some Diamond Scholars that are really standing out. Some scholars that just picked up their account and just started playing right away. And I feel with the Diamond Scholars, people are trying to understand what's the difference between a first scholar and a Diamond Scholar. The differences will happen later on in the future. It's not anything inherent now. So some people were asking, as a Diamond Scholar, can I become a First Scholar? Right now, First Scholar is locked as is, and we're going to remain it locked. Those who joined, the 40 people that got into First will stay there. Or is it 39? I think it might be 39. 39 people that are there. For me, Diamond Scholars, um, I think that the approach that we took with the buying of the axes, because a lot of the first scholars, their axes were actually bred, right? And the
yeah,
diamond scholars, a lot of their axes have been directly purchased from the market itself. So I think that the diamond scholars will actually have their time to shine. Definitely when when the actual market is up, when actually starts seeing hyper growth again, and they're really going to realize that they're very happy that they got in quite early. How do you feel about the diamonds?
yeah. I mean, I think it was quite a push that we had. It's definitely a different mix of teams and different mix of people. If we're looking more at our
Hmm.
Genesis and First Scholars, they kind of have a standard AAP team, and they've been doing amazing keeping with that standard as all these reptiles and things are coming into the meta. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it's a very interesting mix. I think they're also, in that sense, there's also less help for the individual person if their team is so different. So good on you for learning your team, for practicing, and know that we're always here if you're having problems with your team, if you're not understanding, if you feel your MMR is dropping too low. That there are people that can help you, or I can personally help you. Just shoot me a message. I love battles and battling, so I'd be happy to help if
Hmm.
you feel you're struggling. Otherwise, keep shining like the diamonds you guys are.
Hmm. Charles, how do you feel about sponsors? Sponsored scholars. What's our goal? What's happening with that? Right, sponsored scholars. It's growing, but what's the situation?
I mean, I think sponsored scholars have been doing really well. We are getting our sponsors themselves want to keep adding teams, so that's always good. I got to give a shout out to Askesis, Cards and Culture, um, Brandy and Northtide, and Moncool. They've been just giving me the thumbs up, green light. Specifically, Askesis is really pushing for growth. He wants that recycling to kind of have his own army as well. Brandy was also messaging me saying that she wants to get more involved. So I think the sponsors are doing really well. They would like to add more teams.
Mm-hmm.
We are happy to add more teams. The sponsored scholars are doing well as well. They're playing their teams well, farming well, and of course, just as much of our community as everybody else.
Yeah,
What are your
yeah,
thoughts
I agree. Yeah, my thoughts are,
and
yeah, like
goals?
sponsored scholars, they're going to have like there's going to be certain things that if sponsors want to give to their scholars is also available. This also applies to GAM scholars too. I know I'm getting something that's a little bit different here, but example, if there was Team Askesis wanted to do something very specific with his set of scholars, he's able to do that. This also applies to the GAM scholars, whether you're on Giga Squad, IC Team, and also the Shadow League. So there are benefits to actually being a sponsored scholars as well, and there's also big things that can happen for your athletes because a sponsor could just say when they really like their scholar's performance, they're going to say, hey, I want to personally upgrade my scholar, or I want to give them more energy, or I want to do something else. So we know many of the what separates sponsors and managers is their engagement. So 99% of the communication from a sponsor does go through us, and we are the ones that have been trusted to manage the account and trusted that the scholar isn't having any big struggles, and we're also the ones who really want to ensure that the scholar is actually having a good time. So basically, depending on the sponsor, they may have certain level of requirement, and then we have that conversation with them to say if it's possible or if it's fair or anything like that. But right now, every sponsor has been extremely happy. So shout out to our sponsored scholars. They are like the outward face of GA. Like they're actually the ones who are allowing us to show people like, hey, look what this person's doing, and now would you like to also sponsor some teams, right? You get to help someone, they get to earn, you get to earn, we get to earn, everyone wins. So I'm very happy with sponsored scholars,
Yeah,
and
and
I'm expected to see some really good growth.
right. And me being leaky tea, as leaky as I can be, on the day of AMA, we do later on have a pretty an announcement of a new sponsor. That's what I'm gonna say. We'll leave for the rest of the AMA, but I gotta let some of it out. I gotta
Wow.
leak some of it out. I can't. I've been holding it all week. I gotta let the
Oh
announcement
my
out. But it's not.
God.
We don't. You don't know the numbers or anything official, but we do have one later on this stream that we need to announce.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I did want to keep it a little bit more of a surprise, Travis.
I couldn't. It's been
Leak
too
Travis.
long. It's been too long.
If you were working for Axie Infinity, the amount of leaks that would have been spread out on Twitter would have been insane.
Yeah, the community would love me though. Community would love me.
All right, so
Yeah.
pay, payouts, Travis, payouts. We did payouts recently. It was manual. Last payout was automation based. Why did we go manual? What's up? What's happening?
Well, I know I wanted to go manual this time around just because I wanted to make sure it was done right. The automation process is still kind of a work in progress, as there are some issues in it where people aren't getting paid proper full amounts of SLP. There's some leftover SLP on their account, so I end up having to log into their account, split the remaining SLP as if I was just to do it manually anyways. So it's not perfected yet. I'll try again automation when I know I'll have more time to go back and fix if there's any problems. I know claiming SLP automated it works perfectly fine, but it's the sending of the SLP. So I'm gonna have to spend some time to try that again. But at the same time, there is news. This is kind of like a scholarship leak, but I won't say too much. But there is news that there may be an official automation tool coming out soon.
Ooh.
So yeah, and so I mean, I'll be very happy if that comes out sooner than later. If I knew a date, it'd definitely be motivating that I could just do it manually until that date comes. But in the works, there is an official automation tool going to be sent out. So it'd be trustworthy because it's kind of backed by some trustworthy coders and some big players in the space. So very excited for that. When that happens, that'd be great.
That'd be huge. That'd be huge. But in the meantime, we'll be doing a bit more automation, a little half automation, more half manual for now. Last time I was helping out with the payouts. It is definitely a lot of work doing all the scholars, and thank you for no one for spamming DMs and questions as we're in the middle of it, because it does kind of throw us off sometimes. But overall, I think the goal is we're gonna get automation going, whether it's official or we have one ourselves, and then we're gonna be able to plan it to our guild, because automation is huge. It will allow us to see growth a lot quicker, and it'll also be very beneficial to the scholars as well as the tool continues to grow. So that I hope that answers some people's questions about why we went manual this time. I got one or two questions on that.
Yeah.
So next topic of questions would be Axie upgrades. Ooh, this is a big controversial topic.
Yeah.
Axie upgrades. Okay, so Travis, we started upgrades for the first and Genesis scholars. We're still not complete, if I was correct.
No.
And I wanted to ask, why? Like, what does it cost us to do Axie upgrades, and what's the situation behind that?
Yeah, Axie upgrades is a really tough thing to do right now, as it really impedes on the growth of GA in almost a weird way. We do Axie upgrades. We for example, we find a specific Axie that a scholar wants/needs to improve their MMR. We buy it. We replace one of their Axies that sometimes we need to wait for it to sell on the market, or if it's good enough, we can try to build a team around it. But with a lot of the back and forth communication, with a lot of the time that it takes to set these Axies up, to find the Axies, as well as to sell the replacement Axies so that we can have more ETH to perhaps start more scholars, is really a lengthy process that ends up taking more away from GA than adding. Cost-wise, every time we do upgrades, we usually can't even add scholars that cycle. So, it's a tough thing to do. We understand that some people would like a change of view, but we got to find out. We're gonna have to find out a better method to do that, or a more efficient way to do it, or it will be more of a slower process. So I know there's a couple people left in our upgrade channel that haven't got their upgrades yet. I think I stopped at Gion just because we ran out of ETH. So we will slowly finish those that are in the upgrade channel, because you guys have been patient enough. But then we're gonna have to find a better way to adapt teams in the future, so that we can maximize the growth of GA and add more scholars.
Yeah. Here's the Axie upgrade. We realized that it costed us 7 people couldn't get a scholarship because of that. If I remember correctly, it was. Yeah, I think it was about 7 to 8 people couldn't get a scholarship because we did the upgrade. So it's always a balancing act of deciding, okay, we need to upgrade certain Axies because we want to give respect to those who've been with us for a very long time, but at the same time, we want to ensure that the people who've been sitting in our Discord for over a month now, over 2 weeks, deserve a chance to actually get a scholarship and not have to wait a whole other month because we're doing certain upgrades. So yeah, we're coming up with a plan to how to do both at the same time. It's probably not going to be a very efficient way of doing it, but I think it's still important that we do eventually upgrade some of the scholars. Right now, for Diamond scholars, there will be no upgrades available until we figure whatever needs to be done. Right now, we're just trying to get through the first scholars first to see how that works. But if you're a Diamond scholar and you're hoping for an upgrade, it's going to be, right now, it's just a standing no for now. But maybe in the next few months, we'll see how G looks like, see where we are, and see if it is possible to give people an upgrade without it completely halting growth.
Yeah. As well, meta is
So
going to change. Cards are going to adapt. The game is going to adapt. So sometimes it's just a matter of waiting for your cycle to shine.
yeah, exactly. Because people were like, "Oh, I want a Terminator." Well, next season, Terminators may be out. Now, what do you do? Now we have to give you an upgrade. Now we have an Axie that no one really wants anymore. So we're in that weird mode as well. We could give that, could pawn that off to another scholar and have them go, but they're also going to be struggling, like how you were. So the problem doesn't get solved if you buy meta-based Axies in that sense. So yeah, that's all the major stuff that we wanted to talk about in the past. Now, for the more present stuff going on, we recently added another manager, right?
Yes.
Shadow
Yes. Welcome, Shadow.
and the Shadow League. Welcome, Shadow. Shadow's super knowledgeable. When we had that conversation, we were like, Shadow knows what's up. He's a super, super respectable guy, super hyped up. He really knows his stuff. He's really interested in what we're doing, and it's just he brings a lot of energy. And we hope that we can help the Shadow League grow into something massive, but also very hidden because they're shadows. But I can definitely see Shadow League becoming this massive force within GA.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, our conversation, our call was amazing. He seems really excited about Axie Infinity, about the future of Axie Infinity, as well as Generation Axie. I mean, he loves hanging out with you guys anyways. I see the tweets. I see very, very knowledgeable tweets and thoughts that he sends out. So if you're not following him on Twitter, I know he doesn't have too many followers, surprisingly. You can find him on Twitter as well, and yeah, very excited to have him, and what him and GA, will be in the future.
Exactly. And then community-based channels.
Yes, that's for you, Ryan. Are there going to be more community-based channels being added, or what's happening with all the channels that we have currently?
I want to add more community-based channels. I'm someone who I really hate seeing dead channels. So I like to add channels that have purpose and that actually have conversation used. Like if I see other communities and they have example of food channel and like nobody posting there, like the last conversation was like 3 months ago, it just kind of annoys me because I'm in this weird position of do I have to erase it or do I just leave it, but then it's just sitting there dead. So every time there's a new community-based channel and someone has an idea, I want to make sure that there is a mini crowd behind it. So if you have a idea for a community-based channel, like whether it's a cooking channel, whether it's a vlog channel, whether it's something that you find interesting and other people will also find interesting, definitely share that with me. I have my ideas for 2 channels that I've been working on. I already talked about it before, so it's not a secret or anything, but I was thinking about a debate channel that I was working on where it would be more controlled discussions, not anything serious, not anything that will like make you feel like you're back in school, but just like simple debates, like example, who is the best Spider-Man, or what type of ice cream is the best, and people can state their opinions. Yeah. So I was thinking about something like that. Also, there's another channel I really want to really do is. It's similar to the Confession channel. I think the Confession channel is also a big success. Mm-hmm. I read a lot of the confessions. It's definitely a roller coaster of emotions on that channel. It's just like it's either people are really happy or really down, or they're just commenting random stuff. So I like it. So far, there haven't been any issues with the Confession channel. So shout out to all of you guys for keeping the Confession channel clean. And a channel I've been working on is I'd like to create a shout-out channel.
Yes.
So
you're talking about it.
Yeah, I want to have a shout-out channel for those who feel like other people have been really successful in the community and helping others. So I want to create a channel where you can shout someone out. This is still a work in progress, by the way. So you'll be able to shout someone out for their amazing work. They would get a title in the Discord that would last about a week or so, and then after the week or maybe 2 weeks after that, the temporary title will also disappear as well, and then we can have that to really help motivate other people. Just to, because like I know that there've been some people who've been very, very helpful in the Discord. Like an example would be shout out to C. I know C has been extremely helpful for many people. Like when C comes in on the Discord, or when she joins a podcast, or when she's just talking to other people. Like that's the type of person that many people want to give shout out messages to, and I've gotten DMs about people who've been standing out. So I'd love to create that channel for others, just to help people feel that what they're doing is being noticed and what's being actually respected in the Discord. But
yeah, I think that's really cool. That's a great idea.
Yeah. I think it could definitely work. And again, I'm still taking more suggestions as well for any other channel that I see growing. But overall, I've been very happy for all the community-based channels, and it's been something that I will continue to grow. And hopefully, in the future, once I have more time and I'm running this full time, you're going to see a lot more activity and a lot more chaos within the Discord.
Yeah, no, that seems great. And I think, I got to give a big shout out to Ryan for for creating all these channels in our Discord. I have no clue how to run Discord. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So big shout out to Ryan for doing that, for taking all the feedback. And I mean, it's so cool. Some of the things I've seen, some of the titles I see you guys have. Sometimes I don't even know what's going on. I'm trying to pop in. I don't know if you guys noticed me, the little flashes, the little shooting stars times that I pop into general chat. I'm trying to be more connected on Discord. Lots of things going on all the time, but just to see every time I pop in, all the new things that are happening, the life of it, the liveliness of it. I want to give a big shout out to Ryan for setting that up, and you guys for making it your home. So always excited. Yeah. Adding more titles, adding more events and things to do within the Discord. It's really brought the community together.
Yeah, shout out to the homeboys of the Discord. They've been spreading the love. The homeboy love, right? Like, I feel it, man. I had to give them the title. I feel it. I feel the love that they're spreading. It's hilarious. I love it.
All right, next up.
We have. I'm looking at the conversation.
We have. It's part of it. Part of the next is we have our 2 new sponsors. 2 new sponsors.
So the floodgates are open. Travis can speak freely.
We got 2 whole big strong sponsors who go by the name of the Collector and the General. Now we gotta give a little rundown about these sponsors.
They're big boys.
Yeah, big boy sponsors. So these two guys are friends of Ryan and myself. We've kind of talked to them about Axie Infinity. They've seen messages about the metaverse. Hit us up thinking, well, like, what's going on? What are you guys doing? Kind of gave them a rundown. And they seem very interested. They said, okay, well, we trust you guys to handle it correctly, and kind of gave us some funding to do that. You want to give the extra additional information, or should I?
Yeah, for sure. So the General and the Collector, which Travis said that we're really close with them. They trust us to manage this big side of the sponsorship side. As I said, shout out to the sponsors that happened, but they are numbers dudes.
Yeah.
So they understand Axie, they like Axie, but they more care about the numbers and stats. So they want to add a lot of sponsored scholars.
Yeah.
So with these two, each of them. So, and they're probably going to continue to grow if they like what they see. So with these two sponsors, they're looking for scholars that will, how to explain it, that will push the boundaries right now. So when we were talking to them, we said we do 100 a day. This is what we like. they said that they're more interested in about 120 per day. So this is not a problem. 75 to 85% of the scholars are doing way above 120 a day. But they're looking for those type of scholars. I will say we're looking for people that will push the boundaries. So, and they're ready to like add a lot of scholars in.
Yeah.
So if you're someone, I will be announcing some scholars that we feel that would be best. But again, if you're someone who is that has a lot going on in life, like a lot, maybe this will not be 100%, not the best scholarship for you. And then when we add the other tiers of scholars, we can definitely catch your name. But if you're interested in getting some really good axes sponsored by these two dudes that we're talking to, we can definitely set you up.
Yeah, and these guys being a pair, they know how Ryan and I work, and they're trusting us to execute. And so it's kind of like running it down the line kind of thing. We believe in you guys. We believe we can create the teams and we can help you guys out so that we can hit those numbers. But yes, as Ryan said, if that kind of pressure, that downwards pressure coming in is kind of not for you, we can find you, the ones that we're going to announce today, we can find you a scholarship kind of more with GA, so it's not so scary. Because these two dudes kind of sound scary, especially the general. I guess I could tell by his name. So we'll send you guys a message. If it's a little too much for you, we'll kind of find you in the cycle of a GA scholar. Mm-hmm. But these guys want to push. They're coming in hot from the beginning, and they're very excited to grow really big, pretty fast.
Yeah, so, exactly.
So let's hope we make a good first impression at least, and then.
But also, I just want to say, like, traditionally, our scholars are getting above 120, like just normally. Like there is no like we were like saying like 120 is completely possible. Yeah. Like the actors that we provide, and of course as sponsors we help with the buying. We had to do all the buying. We looked at the teams ourselves. So we helped build the teams. That's what separates between sponsors and managers. Yeah. Is that with sponsors, it's me and Travis buying these teams, right? Or we're breeding these teams, and then the sponsor buys the axes from us. So we have more control. So we know how your team works. It's not some random people coming in buying a random axes and saying good luck. Like we know each and every single team. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but yeah, in that sense, we're also implementing a 30-day trial period.
Right.
So, if you're somebody who, if you can't maintain above 120 SLP, obviously the first 30 days is a little bit more difficult. So we're really going to be holding in on the last 2 weeks instead of the first 2 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. First 2 weeks you're just playing understanding, but it's the last 2 weeks that we'll be really looking at, like if you can maintain 120.
Or it'd be more MMR. It'd be more MMR early on since the earning is a little lower. But yeah, we'll really be on the tracker for that because they're also going to be on the tracker because they have the accounts already loaded up on the tracker, so they're going to be watching just like us. Yeah. Yeah. So this is gonna be, but it should be fine. It should be fine. It should be fine.
Yeah. Not, like if we switched out half our scholars with them, it wouldn't even notice. Like everyone's just doing that good because we only give the best quality axes, right? Mm-hmm. I'd rather add 10 scholars that can do really well than 20 that aren't doing well. So that's been our philosophy so far with that. But it's more of the average and like less like it's more of the average. So looking at some of the trackers and looking how some scholars play. Some scholars, example, would get maybe 100 yesterday, but their average is still like 140, for example.
Yeah.
So it's that's what we're more focusing on is averages.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, and the winners of those will be announced later on in the AMA. Not quite there
Yes.
yet. Hold your horses. Hold your peanuts. Sit back, relax. We got a couple other things to announce. Another exciting
Yeah,
thing, Ryan. Would you like to talk about the next topic?
yes, yes. So we are going to be talking about the next guild event,
Woo, woo,
or I
woo,
should say, the
woo,
next
woo. Damn,
guild
I've been holding this one back.
quest. Yeah, this one has been a work in progress for a while. So the next guild event, or I would even consider a quest,
Yeah.
right? We're calling it, as of today, we're calling it the Axie Hunter Quest,
Mm,
right? This involves everybody, right?
yeah.
Anybody can be a part of this. Anybody can join in here. So with this new event here, or again quest or event, I don't know which aligns better with it. But with this event here, it's as you're continuing to play Axie Infinity, you run into a lot of teams. You run into a lot of different people. You run into to different type of Axies, and a lot of you like to share those Axies and share the screenshots and share the conversation with them. Someone was asking me the other day if this is a Mystic Axie. I said, no, it's not. But the fact that you thought it was really interesting to me. So with the GA Axie Hunter event here, we're going to be allowing people to get extra SLP just for seeing Axies and people in the wild within Arena here. So there's going to be certain titles that have certain requirements here. We're going to have the junior hunter, the advanced hunter, the expert hunter, the master hunter, the legendary hunter title, and the final title, the one who's seen it all. So each title has a bit of SLP. The higher you climb, the more SLP that you'll get. So a perfect example here for junior hunter, if you need to collect screenshots of your battles, facing and winning those battles by the way, you have to win, and you upload it to the channel, and then on that channel you'll be able to have a bit of a log showing us your progress here. So for the junior hunter title, it has 10 challenges, 25 SLP, right? It's just the first one, really, really easy. If you have a 3-game win streak, screenshot your battle log, upload to the channel. If you faced a egg bomb blackmail bird, screenshot, upload that to the channel. If you face a Terminator, or if you face a bug, or if you face a Silent Whisper plant, screenshot it, upload it to the channel. Boom, you have completed the Junior Hunter title. You will get the title within our Discord, and you get 25 SOP directly from us. So that is the first tier, and there's a lot of tiers that listed out. An example is in the higher up tier would be the Master Hunter title. This one is 5 SLP, right in, sent directly to you. With this one here, you will get to, if you screenshot facing a Japanese part Axie, if you face an Axie under 4,000 ID, if you win against a Lunacian on the Axie ecosystem image, which I'll be sharing with everyone. If you win a game against a Dusk, Mech, and Dawn team, if you win against someone from Axie.gg Scholars, and if you go on a 17 out of 20 game win streak, and if you screenshot all of those, it's going to be in a separate channel, and then you'll be able to log it and show it. I'm still working on the way on how to actually log it and actually how to properly share this with us so none of the information gets lost. But within these titles, there is bonus SLP along the way. So example, if you complete the Junior, Advanced Hunter, and the Expert Hunter, you will get a bonus SLP for having all 3 of those titles. And for the final title, the hardest one, right, the one who's seen it all, right, if you face a 3-part Mystic Axie within Arena at any time, right, and you completed all the other titles, you will get 10K SLP from us. So if you win that, and if you have it, you have a title in our Discord, and we'll send you 10K SLP for completing everything. So it's going to be really hard because it's a lot of you are going to be taking a lot of screenshots, uploading these screenshots, and actually trying to complete these challenges. But if you win it, if you have to win though, not just you just take the screenshot, you have to show us a screenshot of you facing it, show us the victory. Now that you're able to share the battle log, you can actually just send us a link too, and then we'll obviously watch it, and then we can actually see proof that you actually did fight those things. But it's going to be your responsibility to keep this log updated, keep this log fully loaded, and as you complete it, you will keep the titles within the, because we have a lot of community titles right now, and I feel like there's a whole side of the Discord that's just focused on Arena and just really wants to just have a bit more of a Axie focused titles within a Discord, because they're not always active all the time because they're really playing a lot. So yeah, like you guys will now have a purpose to spam upload your screenshots and actually collecting titles along the way. So I'll explain it in more detail within the post itself, and have the whole system set up where you'll be able to actually upload these screenshots. So, but yeah, to answer Ian's questions, no, not only one person can win. So this is going to be really hard because there is also the Legendary Hunter title, and there is also the Master Hunter title. But you have to complete everything and then get the One Who's Seen It All title. Yeah. So it's a lot of SLP. 10K should be fun.
Yeah, and this is going to be kind of an ongoing event. So I think even one of the challenges is to like win a game with under 10 HP 10 HP left on your last Axie. So like there's lots of little things that you got to look at all the challenges, see if they come by, see if you can take a screenshot of it, and then you win yourself the title. I think there's going to be a lot of junior and advanced hunters. I'm very interested to see who would get to the master, legendary, and other tiers. So it's kind of something to keep an eye out for while you're playing, while you're battling. Get yourself a hunter title, win yourself a little bonus at SLP while you do it, and everybody in our scholarship program is part of the hunter. Now, if you don't want to partake, you just don't take any screenshots, don't pay attention. That's up to you. But for those that are, hey, look, this Axie's a little bizarre. Is it part of the challenge? Let me take a screenshot. Let me find out, and then you could kind of check mark. I think one of the further down the line, I think one of them is to face a Frosty Axie in Arena. So like if you pop in one of those, definitely take a screenshot. If you have anything bizarre, but definitely take a screenshot and share it so that we can mark you off and get you a title if you can complete the set. Really cool.
And this only applies to Arena, not challenging other people. So don't go on Twitter asking people for Frosty Axie, because we know it says if it's a PvP Arena match or a friendly fight match, because we'll see it on the actual tracker, and also, you have to upload your victory with the SLP gained from that arena.
Yeah.
So
it's
going to be really hard.
To win. You have to win. It's not just seeing it, but also winning against it. So it's because like legendary Pokemon.
Because I was facing an Axie under 4,000 and I lost. So it's like, it's really exciting, but if you have to remember to remain calm, focus, and win. But yeah, this is an ongoing event. We currently do not have an end date yet. So it's going to be something that you don't need to rush into. But yeah, we're going to be adding a lot more hunter titles within the actual Discord itself. So, and obviously, if anyone ever leaves a scholarship or has to become a graduate scholar, this does not apply to you. This only applies to current active scholars of Generation Axie. So just putting that out there so everyone understands. So yeah, that's the event coming up. I'm going to write out the whole post. It's going to be great. We're going to explain everything in greater detail, as much as I did already.
Yeah, I think I think that sounds good.
So Travis, future.
Yes.
What is our your scholar number hit count, how many scholars would you like to see rocking the GA name?
Yes, I think our end of year goal for GA is 175 scholars. We want to hit
Nice.
175 scholars by the end of the year. I mean, if we can surpass it, great. But 1K pea shooter. 175 by the end of the year is our goal. That's what we're going to chug and push towards. If of course, if we can break it, we'll be more than happy. And of course, we're going to continue growing right after the year too. But that is our target. Definitely for the end of the year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think 175 is definitely doable. I think if we hit 175 scholars, it's really going to unlock a lot more things that we're able to do. And also, newer scholars can participate in the ongoing guild quest. So it's
Hmm.
definitely something that we're trying to go for that long term growth because I have a feeling in the future one of these scholars is going to get this title. One of them will. So it's
Yeah.
going to be very very interesting.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
interesting, like for example, if you have to face a Frosty Axie, I'm sure around Christmas time there's gonna be more that's popping up. Those that own them are gonna just be playing with them for the spirit of Christmas. Also, like if land gameplay comes, if Battles V2 comes, there'll be more. Like for some of them, you have to face a Dawn inside the team. And right now, it's kind of hard to find Dawns. But maybe as the game changes and upgrades, or people find better combinations, there'll be more and more prevalent in battles, and then you can kind of snag your screenshot. So this is definitely an event over time. I guess eventually we'll put it to an end, but there's going to be quite a long stretch of time where it's going to be active and running, so you could collect your badges and get that going. So,
Exactly.
and for all the new scholars,
Exactly.
once it's announced and it's live, it's for everybody that joined.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, this is we're gonna be talking more high level future conversations for
Yeah.
GA. So that we really want to like. There's no real dates to what we'll be talking about from here forward. Just ideas and like just general conversation.
Yeah.
An idea that I would want to talk about specifically is I think that we would be end up building our own tools, our own systems, our own dashboards, our own technology for the actual Discord. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be really cool if GA had kind of a hub where scholars can interact with it, where we can interact with it, that is GA
Hmm.
specific and that is smooth. Um,
Hmm.
I know you're better at designing those things so you can see it better and then kind of find a way to make it real, to make it happen.
Exactly. Yeah, because yeah, I think that the Discord will always be our home. Will always be the main place. But yeah, definitely having tools, dashboard that will help empower the scholar would also be largely beneficial for us. And of course, as the community grows, people will be able to also use the free tools that's also available. And we hope to get into conversations with some of these tool builders and request features that might be very beneficial for the entire community. So that is my goal eventually. I've been like working on some prototypes and some dashboards and some ideas that I really want to get off the ground. And to link it with that would also be the GA website. Right
Hmm.
now, the GA website is just a button that takes us to our Discord. And eventually, the website will be more built out. The reason why it's not prioritized because everybody's here on Discord, and I don't want to ever move the community anywhere else. Purely, the website would just be for sponsors and future managers who just want to get to know the community a bit better. Because when we talk to sponsors, most of them are asking, "How the hell do you use Discord? What is Discord? Like, how do I use it? How do I? Why can't I click on the? Why can't I type in the announcements channel? I don't understand how this works." So it's just having a website would just say, "Hey, hey, future sponsor, this is what we do. This is GA. This is what we would like to do. So, and this is where our community lives. It's on Discord. If you want to enter the Discord, then that's a separate service because right now 99% of our sponsors are not active on actual Discord. So it's really telling to see the difference between sponsors and managers.
Yeah, I see Bunchak asking a question on Twitch is if GA had a HQ, where would it be? Interestingly enough, I was walking past some empty spaces that are, you know, ready to rent out and things like that. In the future, I'm sure we could have an HQ. I mean, we'd probably have it here in Toronto, depending on where we've grown or how we move. I'm not sure, but probably be somewhere here in Canada. And I also know that there's also some Canadian scholarships that want to create an Axie house here in Toronto, kind of have an open space where all these scholarship programs can kind of pitch in to keep it running. That would be pretty cool. And there's some talks about that, and I'm sure it's not too far away. But
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
And
that'd be cool.
I'd want the second headquarters in the Philippines.
Yes.
So I want like a second headquarters. I want like a penthouse, the nicest city, the nicest building. That's where all scholars, just for me to open penthouse where everyone just can party all the time. People can do whatever they want in the Philippines. I'm gonna get someone to manage it for us. It's gonna be a big, exciting idea, but that's far in the future.
Yeah, maybe when
That
SLP
is
hits
far.
$1. Maybe when SLP hits $1.
Maybe that's it's a goal. Exactly. So, Travis, we mentioned we don't want to ignore this topic.
Ah, yes.
But what happened to the guild land idea? You talked about it last time. Why did this idea not really fall through, but why was it postponed? What's going on?
Yeah, so land ownership, it's tough. Because at the moment we were speaking about it, it was in a way attainable because relative prices of SLP and land were okay. Now, with the price of SLP kind of plummeting, it's kind of tough to save it up for land unless you're doing a bet that SLP will pop before land moves. So land has gotten quite expensive at this point relative to the SLP that we are generating. So we are going to probably have to postpone the guild land ownership to a later date and focus more on GA growth, so that hopefully we can kind of swallow up land in the future, or there could be more of a balance once more information is out. It is still something we would love to do, and we would love to own some GA land that is also owned by our scholars and managers even. But as for the immediate future, the short-term future, it's going to have to be pushed down on our to-do list as we're kind of best suited to kind of grow GA at this point over accumulating these land assets.
Yeah, and we have to figure out and understand if people are interested in owning a piece of land in GA. We know people use their SP for bills, for food, just to upgrade their computers, buy more games on Steam, whatever they want to do with their earnings. But we have to also have that conversation, say, hey, would you be interested in, owning a piece of land? So as Axie grows, you will get to earn part of that passive income. So that's a conversation we have to have with the scholars to see if they are even interested in that, because that's in itself a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, we're approaching the 1 hour mark. We're just crossing the 1 hour mark. I think it's time.
Wait, I'm gonna try to say it. I'm gonna say a word in Tagalog. I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a moment. Okay. Okay, Cheesecake said I have to say it on the AMA, so I'm gonna say it. Is it Tarot?
With a question
No,
mark.
I didn't say that right. Yeah, the question is it. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Charot?
I think so.
Charot? I
I
think
got it.
that means
Yeah,
I'm
Charot,
joking.
Charot.
So you gotta say it with
Yeah,
a joke.
yeah.
You gotta say it with a joke.
So, what's a good joke?
You
I
can
don't
say
know.
we're
I
not
just,
gonna announce. We're not gonna announce any scholars today.
Okay, so we're not gonna announce any scholars. Charot. There.
I think that's all. We got a whole bunch. I would have to say also what Salamat. I don't know if you pronounce the T. I can't remember. I think it's Salamat.
Salamat?
Yeah, for it's thank you for teaching us some words.
So I say Salamat Cheesecake for
Yes.
teaching me words.
Yes.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
See, I've been,
Salamat.
I've,
Yeah,
I've
you
been
got it.
practicing. I've been
Cool.
practicing in secret, staring at myself in the mirror, saying words, and people think my cat probably thinks I'm crazy. But
Uh-huh.
there we go. All
uh,
right. I
okay.
think we're ready to announce some of the
We're
scholars.
ready
We
to
have
announce. Woo! Even announcing the
ooh.
numbers, chunky.
So these scholars, Travis, what are these scholars for? Like, who are they? What's
Yes.
the
So yeah.
situation
So
with that?
these scholars, most of them, like 99% of them, will be new collector and general scholars. Okay, collector and general
Yeah,
scholars with one little exception, but that's just details. But all of these will be the collector and general scholars. So we are going
yeah,
to be announcing. Do I say the number?
yep. Say it.
We're going to
Bring
be
it out.
announcing 23 new scholars today. 23 new scholars. Jordan year numbers coming out. So yeah, a lot of names. So sit tight
Yeah, a lot
and
of names.
yeah, good
Yeah.
luck to everybody.
Thank you, General. Thank you, Collector,
Yeah, and
for
this is the
going in on
start.
GA. And this is just the start. They move big. So they're starting off at 23 guys. This is how big they are.
Yeah.
Okay, first name. You get to the first name.
All right, number well,
Number,
not number well. It's gonna be ahead. The order is not specific, but we're just gonna go with it. So number one winner, we would like to give it to Amaru. Amaru, congratulations on winning a
congratulations,
scholarship.
Amaru.
Amaru,
You've been consistent. You've been hilarious. I like
yes,
seeing you in the Discord, and I think that you're gonna have a real fun time. Real fun.
yeah. I see you on stream all the time. So congratulations,
Another
congratulations, senpai.
another scholar is who ensures every day they say good morning and they say good evening to me. I get a random ping on my Discord. Good morning. And it's from Mine 15.
Mine
Mine
15
15.
or on
Congratulations.
Twitch,
Congratulations.
Fine Villa, Fine Villa.
Fi-
Yes. Congratulations,
Yes, Fine
congratulations.
Villa, Mine 15. Congratulations. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, I want
Number,
to say
uh,
number three.
yeah.
Number three, go.
Number three goes to Xiang. Xiang, both stream. I see you a lot on stream too, and in our Discord. Congratulations, Xiang, on winning a scholarship.
Congratulations, Chia. You've been also very consistent, especially on Travis' stream though.
Yeah.
Definitely on Travis' stream. I definitely noticed it there. Number four, this scholar we were in a very interesting predicament with the scholar, but he proved himself. He cleared his name, and I was talking to him about his situation, and I'm going to give him a chance. Number four goes to Mugen. So
Mugen or Mugen.
Mugen, if you're listening, congratulations. I want to say personally that I owe you an apology for coming at you very aggressively about the whole situation. I'm glad we talked it out. I'm glad I was able to solve your situation, and you promised that GA will treat you better than previous guilds in the past. So congratulations,
Yeah.
Mugen. Here you go.
Next up, number
Um,
five. Number five. Someone I say good morning to a lot when I start my stream. Congratulations, April the Invader. April the Invader. Congratulations on winning a scholarship. Congrats, congrats, congrats.
Congratulations. And also, people think that because you're in the Tagalog channels, I don't look at them. I do. I like to look at every channel. So talking in general channel is not the only way you can get a scholarship as well.
Yeah.
Because I know that a lot of people's conversations are in the other international channels because that's where they feel the most comfortable. So I'm totally cool with that as well. So I see every channel because I read them all. This
Number
number
six.
numbers will go to Eldritch.
Eldritch.
Which the boys have demanded you on the stage. The
The
boys have
boys.
demanded you. The boys, they said, give my boy Eldritch a scholarship tipsy. Okay, Eldritch, your boys have laid out the carpet for you. They showed up. So congratulations, Eldritch. It's gonna be really fun to have you in the Discord. you 100% earned it. I've never had so many people DM me, I need Elderich to have a scholarship. So there you go. Congratulations. Thank you, the boys.
Number 7 goes to now 7 out of 23. Number 7 goes to Birria. I know I'm saying it wrong on stream every time, but you know who you are. Congratulations. Birria.
Definitely always available on stream. Always on stream. Always extremely active Travis live stream. I love seeing it. Number 8 will go to, is it Jade La Rosa? Is that correct?
Jade Della Rosa. At least that's what I say.
Della Rosa, Jade Della Rosa. Congratulations. I'm gonna butcher up all these names.
Yes.
Congratulations. You earned it. You 100% did. Seeing you on Travis live stream, seeing you always extremely active. Life gets busy, and everyone gets busy, but you still put in the time to really say something. So, Jella Rosa, congratulations.
Yeah. Number 9 goes to Kuzu. Kuzu.
Kuzu. I like to call him Dr. Kuzu. Kuzu's hilarious. Very, very fun. I literally almost like spilled out my drink because of what he told me. It was hilarious. I love it. So I'm gonna add him. Kuzu, congratulations. Number 10. Is it Woo? Woo? WOII? Woo? Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. Woo, but congratulations, Woo. People realize that Arcane is a bit broken. So some people are getting light talker, but they're supposed to be big talkers. But I see everybody. Levels don't really matter that much. I see everybody. So, Woo, congratulations. I hope I'm saying that right. So, you did it, and it's, yeah, congratulations.
Number 11. And by the way, all these winners, we will be contacting you later on today as we continue to set everything up and have everything ready. But we will be in contact with you, set you all up, ask you guys if you are okay with being part of the collector and part of the generals team. But number 11 goes to Mickey Minaj. Mickey Minaj, yes, said that correct. Congratulations. 11's my favorite number too. FYI.
11? Oh, yes. 11 is your favorite number. Nicki Minaj, congratulations. Always we're seeing you around Jano chat. Just having a fun time. I know that it's right now like exam week for a lot of people are doing their studies, their exams, or some people call it Hell Week. And people are still here, it's the 1 hour that they have, the half an hour they come in, they say what's up, say how's everyone going. So it's really good to see that. Number 12 goes to Unforgiven.
Cool. Unforgiven,
congratulations. You asked a question in the AMA channel, how does an introvert get a scholarship? Well, exactly what you were doing. Congratulations, Unforgiven. You're getting your scholarship today with us. I know that you've been a bit on the quiet side, but I still noticed. So congratulations, Unforgiven.
Number 13, or you want to hit up number 13, Ryan?
Number 13, 14? Yeah, we're not.
13.
We're number
13. Yeah, I'll do 14.
13. How do you pronounce it? I remember Shadow was asking how do you pronounce it? It's Iwe SY. Iwe always uploading TikToks. Yeah, Iwe C TikToks. Always on TikToks, always yelling at me good morning, always, bringing that energy. So congratulations, every day she's like, good morning, Ryan. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I'm just like, someone's like yelling at me through my screen, but I'm like, yeah, here you go. And I'm going to yell at you back. Here's your scholarship. You earned it. I love the TikToks. I love your energy, and I really think you're going to have a really fun time playing Axie Infinity.
Yes. Also, number 14 goes to Likes, also known as Wouch123 on Twitch, I believe, if I got that connection correct. So we got Wauch or Lycles. Man, it's gonna be tough. We're gonna have to work on that one. But congratulations on your scholarship.
Congrats. Yeah, it's very active. He's been here for a while
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yeah, he's been here for a while. He's been extremely patient. We hope that you're able to have a fun time playing Axie Infinity, and you're gonna have a good time, because I think this is gonna be a very good year for Axie.
Yeah.
Number 15 goes to J Chill.
J Chill.
Congratulations, J Chill.
Yeah, I know I see you a lot on my stream as well, so love seeing you on stream, popping in, saying what up. You're usually there early enough, so you get that early shout out. Love saying it, love the name, love the vibe.
Congratulations, J Chill.
Number 16, we're chugging along, 16 out of 23. We're going to give it up to Takara. Takara, congratulations on your scholarship.
Congratulations, Takara. You earned it. A bit more on the quiet side as well, but congratulations. You 100% earned it. You're going to have a really fun time playing Axie Infinity as well. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep adding more. But yeah, some people in this Discord have been here for a while, and some people have been here and they came in with really strong energy, and I really like seeing that. So congratulations. I also noticed a lot of the TikToks they've been uploading on a lot of the photography as well. So Takara, congratulations. Number 17 will go to Shirayuki.
Yeah.
Shirayuki, congratulations. Congratulations, Shirayuki. Also a little bit more on the quiet side as well, but I definitely noticed when you came in and you were asking a lot of interesting questions, engaged with other people, and, congratulations, Shirayuki. Congratulations. You're also going to have a really fun time playing Axie.
Yeah.
So I think everyone's going to,
We got quite the crew building up. Number 18, congratulations to Sev. Sev from our Discord.
Congrats.
Yes.
Sev, yeah. Also, same with Sev, right? Very, very, very consistent. Very, 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 very consistent. Comes on, has good conversation. Definitely engaging with others. I definitely see who engaged with who and who's having a good time. So, Sev, congratulations. Here you go. Number where we're at number 19, familiar face in the Discord, always gifting, always active,
Santa Claus.
every day. Santa Claus. He's already had a scholarship before, but again, congratulations to Erie.
Welcome back, brother.
Welcome back, Erie. You earned it. You took your break. Now you're back. The people want you. We can't help it. People demanded Erie, so congratulations, Erie. I hope you have a fun time playing Axie. You already know how the show goes, so welcome back to Scholar Chat.
Welcome back. Number 20. Thank you for your extended patience as we continue with these names. It's quite a lot. And thank you for waiting this whole time. I hope you didn't lose hope. Number 20 goes to RG, or RG Palinin, I believe on my Twitter. Not Twitter, Twitch. I'm losing it. Congratulations, RG, on getting your scholarship. You've been very active on my Twitch. I love seeing you there, engaged, learning, growing. So congratulations to you on winning a scholarship.
Congratulations. The next person would be number 21.
Yes.
21 goes to Mercy. Congratulations, Mercy. I know you've been waiting for a very long time, so here you go. Mercy, congratulations. You have a fun time playing Axie as well. You've made a lot of friends, so yeah, congrats, Mercy.
Yes, congratulations. Number 22, we're giving it up to a scholarship to Marky with a couple Y's.
Marky, the first time I saw you was you popping into one of our just little Axie sessions. Very interested, and I'm glad to see you at that point first. See you still sticking around with us, hanging out with us, being part of the crew, and winning yourself a scholarship. Very excited to see what you have in store here in GA.
Yeah, cat boy Marquis finally got it. Every day with the cat gifts, every day with the dog gifts, just coming out every day. I recognize him. Like, oh, this guy's online. Congratulations, Marquis. It's gonna be hyped to have you. And for the final scholarship, number 23, goes to it's me, Ken. Congratulations, it's me, Ken. You've been you've been really engaged. You came into the Discord. You're getting used to everything. You've been very, very consistent on our socials as well. And congratulations, it's me, Ken. Having conversations about how things work around here, but you eventually picked it up and you understand how this community works, and now that you've been welcomed into the Discord. So congratulations, it's me, Ken. Here you go. And that concludes our scholars.
Yes. That's our 23, and it's quite a lot. There's still a couple names that we would have liked to add to the list. It's still, believe it or not, with 23 choices, we still had some tough choices. So if you weren't picked, stick around. We're going to be adding more at a rapider pace. Mm-hmm. So we really want to grow. These guys really want to grow. GA really wants to grow. So we may be plucking and picking 2-3 others in the near future as well to add on. But this is what we have solid and ready today to announce in our AMA. Believe it or not, it took quite some time to set up 23 teams on the spot. But we'll definitely have more ready to go. And congratulations to all of those who have been chosen, who have been patient with us, who have been hanging out with us. And congratulations on the scholarship.
And also, I want to say that we are now, I guess we can say that we are taking recommendations now from more experienced scholars. So if you have friends, if you have cousins, people that you trust a lot, not to multi-count on you, not to hurt feelings or not to hurt the community, definitely you can definitely recommend a friend. I'm going to create a recommendation channel where people can definitely recommend people in that way. There are some rules recommending someone. So if you recommend someone and they turned out to be a problem, like the biggest offense is a multi-counter, they will lose their scholarship, but so will you as well. The reason why we have the system is so we can ensure that the people you're recommending are people that you trust. So because we're all about trust, we're all about building this community, and if people want to add their friends, people want to add their family, and they're interested in playing Axie to the same intensity as you are, then we're totally okay with that. So I'll be creating a recommendation channel for those who want to really, really, really recommend their friends. This is for scholars only, so it's going to be in the scholar chat exclusively there, where people can have that conversation. Because I know people have messaged me personally and said that my friend's been in this Discord for almost like a month now. I want to know, what will it take for them to have a scholarship, because we want to play Axie at the same time as like we play League or other games. So we hope that this will also create more of a recommendation type of way of doing things, so then people can feel more connected, right? People can be more connected to GA, connected to everybody. So yeah, that's my idea for the recommendation channel.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's always cool getting your friends and close ones, part of a movement that you're part of a community. It's easy to onboard. It's easy to have fun. Like me and Ryan played, we just jumped from games to games together as well.
So it's always fun when you have your friends playing with you, keep you motivated, especially with challenges back up and everything. Like it's just like Ryan and I have already battled a couple times just for fun. So adds more fun and excitement as this game develops and grows to pass the time.
Like, exactly. Like we have the Friendly Fight channel now where you can just drop your Scholar Ronin address and people will add you. And I will probably add you. I will randomly send you a fight. And I will probably win. So there you go. Yeah, we're going to be adding a bit more Scholar Challenge as well. Just to run through some quick things, I want to say I'm working on a new suggestion box for the scholarship as well. I want to have a bit more community-based suggestions. I definitely want to, in the future, focus on adding more resources. I want to add more tutorials because I know Travis does a lot to help people on stream, and I want to be able to, clip that and turn that into guides and tutorials for people within the community. So that is something that I'm really interested in. And like the scholarship will grow. It's going to get massive, right? And it's going to. I want to maintain the actual community aspect, and a lot of you have been a huge members of the community, right? Like there've been people who I can just shout out all day. Definitely shout out to Louis Esha for becoming a peacekeeper, keeping the community engagement. She's always she always has big ideas for the community, and I really like those ideas. So I thought about her proposal, and I'm looking at it. I'm looking into Lucetta. So I hear you. I see you. Definitely shout out to Angel. She definitely came in really early, and she's looking for help, and she's doing really well. Right, like everyone who comes into Axie isn't always like a pro right off the bat, but it's the dedication and the ability to ask for help. Shout out to Buncheck for all the stickers that he's been They're hilarious. I love the stickers. Right, they're hugely hilarious. Shout out for the podcast team for continuing to really open up people, have those engagements, right? Shout out to No Sleep Gang. For some reason, they've come up and they've rose NSG to become a manager from NSG. That's crazy. So I was like, yeah, I'm NSG. Now I want to be a manager. So there's that. Thank you to all the people who, subscribe to Travis's live stream, who tune in every day, the subscribers, the warriors, and the royal subscribers. And, shout out to Just Woke Up Gang as well, right, for having a healthy sleeping schedule. They come in very early in the morning with great energy, always asking what's the breakfast news. And, shout out to the community artists. Shout out for, I Only Dream of Memes. They're definitely fighting to keep the meme channel alive. Every day we go closer to channel deletion, but they're trying. So I Dreams of Memes, thank you for everything. Definitely shout out to, all the people who upload stuff to TikTok. I'm going to be adding more channels and more titles based on the community. Shout out to the Voice of Angels, and shout out to the server boosters for keeping this Discord lights on. So, boosting the server has always been something that we never asked for, but all of you have done it. And, thank you to all the people who, talk every day. Shout out to, EYZ. She's coming in, talking about her experience playing Axie every day. Some days are good, some days are bad, but, she's always there, always active. Shout out to the boys. And just shout out to everybody who's been consistent, whether we talk in Gen Chat, whether we talk more one-on-one, but I just want to say thank you for just being a part of Gas Fam. It changed our experiences for sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Ryan knocked it right on the nail. I gotta give a shout out to my Twitch community. You guys are always there, rushing in to be first to say hello, getting the shout out. All the John Cenas, all the Thug Lives, all the voting, all the laughs. You guys really make 2 hours usually. I usually think, okay, let me go 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. It always ends up being around 2 hours. Lots of fun, lots of laughter. It's crazy to think that I'm really by myself in my room, but I really feel like I'm with you guys the whole time. So I want to give a big shout out. Ryan got all the people in the Discord covered, but I want to specifically give you guys the love you guys deserve for tuning in every day and sticking around and joining the raid and everything. Much love, much love.
Yeah, like especially on live stream, Greg. Like, just shout out to Ian. Like, that energy, Ian, every day. Like, Ian's there. Like, I can see Ian every day. Ian's there, you know. Every day, I look forward to Ian's messages. I get two notifications. Travis going live and Ian's message. Yeah. And that's what I look forward to every single morning. So, shout out to Ian for that.
Yeah.
Okay, we've reached we finished talking about all the main topics of what we want to cover, and now we can take on a few questions from the actual community. I know some of you have some burning questions to ask. Hopefully, we've answered some of those questions during our conversation. But Taz, if you want to pick the first question.
Yep. We answered that one. I see questions about Battles V2. Like, what are the changes of Battles V2? How will it affect GA in a positive and negative way? There's a couple people that asked that same question, so I'm just going to try to answer it in generally. We really don't know too much other than that little leaked image of Battles V2, but it's really going to change the game, and I believe the game will be more dynamic and perhaps more balanced as well. So, as a positive thing, it's a new experience. It's going to be a new experience. It's going to be a new energy, new things to do, new combinations to think of. With a more dynamic game, it will also bring a wider audience. They can do kind of main releases to the normies, for the people that don't know about Axie Infinity, as it's going to be released in the App Store, Play Store. So it's going to be a big crowd and big rush coming in. The negatives, if I can find any, some Axies might not be as powerful as they used to be, but there might be more functions for them as well. Learning a new system takes time, so you may have a really high MMR now, and in Battles V2 you don't. That might push some people away from the game, but I mean, we hope to encourage and grow as a community as well, so that we can stay and grow together. Luckily, we're having a pretty big player base now with all these scholars that we have, so we can all learn quickly, we can all help each other, we could all maximize from the opportunity. So I'm excited for V2. There's going to be card changes. The eyes and ears are going to have cards. There's going to be different systems. Looks like skill is involved. Energy is going to be different. Draw cards are going to be different. There's area of effect attacks, so I'm assuming there's area of effect heals. There's all area of effect shielding, new upgrades, items. Like, it's going to be crazy. So it's going to be a lot to take in and a lot for us to grow, but I think overall it's going to be positive when Battles V2 comes out.
Exactly. Link asked a good question. Shout out to Link, by the way. You know, just shout out to Link. You know, solid dude. Link asked the question, will there be a next slowdown that will happen? If yes, when can we expect it? Because of the next upcoming update, 800 MMR and below SLP, will it affect the price of SLP? So it's a two-parter. The next slowdown. For us, we said the last time we would have a slowdown. But the next slowdown, we're not too sure how much of a slow slowdown will be. We will announce if there'll be a slowdown. We'll definitely say so. We'll definitely tell everybody, let everyone know. Because the last slowdown we had lasted, I think it was a month and a half, maybe. I think it was when our last slowdown was, and then we added Diamond Scholars with like a lot of names right away. So if there is one, we'll definitely know. For the 800 MMR below, how it affect the price of SLP? I think 800 below MMR, how it affect the price of SLP is, I guess it would stop more bots and people from mining SLP using machines and using their computers. I know there are some players who are down there that will not be able to earn and that part, and we talk to every scholar to see if people are struggling or they're even approaching under 1200 MMR or anything like that. But it does have an effect. The question is how much of an effect. I don't see it skyrocketing SLP, really, like not much. Like maybe the support line for SLP might get slightly moved up, but it's not anything like life changing that you'll really notice. Like if the support line was 6.5 cents, now the support line's going to be like 7 cents in my opinion. So, what do you think, Travis?
Yeah, I mean, with the 800 MMR rule, it really is, like they said, to target bots. And they said, looking at statistically, not everybody was a bot, but a large portion is a bot. And I remember facing some bots at some point in the arena. It's usually some triple aqua team or something very similar, and they're just gonna kind of just spam their cards and hope to win. So
Yeah.
so it's very interesting. I think it's to target them. Hopefully, it discourages them from playing, and it does reduce the amount that's being farmed, so it's more a human farmed SLP. But whether it'll shoot the price or not, I don't think so. My bets are still on the Dex release to kind of really stabilize the price and shoot it up there. Shoot it up and stabilize. Now, not shoot it up to $1, but shoot it up significantly and then stabilize the price a little so that we can work around SLP. I see another question. Sweet Melancholy asked, does the general and collector have Twitch, YouTube, or Twitter? These guys are slightly older and old school. I know the general for sure doesn't have. I think he told me like he leaves his phone in the car when he goes places. Like he really doesn't do that stuff. He's just like, no, that's just not me. So whether he has YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, I really doubt it. I could check for the collector, but I think they're kind of they're happy to be in the background and just lurking and seeing the growth.
Yeah, they were just like, you guys manage it. I like to look at stats. That's it. So like that's all we can. That's all. That's the closest we're ever going to get to him. But like similar with a lot of our sponsors as well. You rarely see them come on, if even. Another question came from Kanoon, was asking about Axie upgrades. So to answer that question, hindsight right now, upgrades are completely halted. So that will answer Kanoon and Trunk's questions in the Skull question channel about upgrades. We don't know when upgrades are coming. As a GAM scholar, that is completely a conversation with your manager, whether you're on IC Team or the Giga Squad or the Shadow League. Right now, for us, we're just pausing Acme upgrades. We'll see when in the future will that happen, where we'll definitely have that conversation again, but it's just what we said before, the cost to upgrade and not giving someone the opportunity for a scholarship is definitely a balancing act.
Yeah. I see. Will you collab by Kuzu? And congratulations on the scholarship. That name color is going to change. Will you collab with other communities? Let's say a manager that wants to build a community collabs with you. Yeah, we're very open to having, especially smaller scholarships that want to grow within GA. They kind of come in as like managers themselves. We can provide scholarships for some of you guys that have been patiently waiting. As well as it's a great community that we've created here, actually, all of us, for new people to join, to learn, to feel welcome. So we're happy to do it in that sense. Whether we're at the level where we want to do a full collaboration, like partnership, I'm not sure. We do like to keep GA independent for the most part, but I mean, we're always open to ideas. The other collab partnerships that we have been offered is some other games, because I also see questions of if we play any other NFT games. We've been approached, especially recently, from other games that want us to partnership with them. where they'll provide us perhaps a chance to get some in on some early NFTs or some beta access to their game. Like I kind of mentioned slightly in my stream, Ryan and I are proceeding with caution. We don't want to shill you guys a game that we don't truly believe in. I mean, we really believe in Axie Infinity, and there would have to be something that has to match or really convince us for us to bring it to you guys so that we can kind of keep our honest word and that we can keep you guys safe from any of these kind of weird games that pop up, some of them some scam games and rug pulls. So we have been approached by them.
Exactly.
We're talking to a couple of them. If it follows through, we'll let you guys know. We'll give you guys that early access. But again, we've even told groups that Ryan and I have to try the game out first ourselves before we even show you guys anything, because again, we don't want to kind of taint you guys or get you guys hooked on a game that doesn't have the right intention. So yes,
Exactly.
possibilities are there.
I see a question from Jay. Friendly duels are on. Will it be possible that we'll have an event related to this? So Jay wants to really take some people down. Like, I can see that. It would be nice to have some kind of event relating to friendly duels. I think as we continue to build out this current event that I'm working on, in the future, we're probably going to have some kind of related event with friendly battles. We're not too sure how it'll work. It might just be a classic tournament style, everyone fights each other and see who wins at the top. But as of right now, I'm not working on it, but it is in my list of things I have to do for the community and things that I'm building on. The to-do list grows every day. It grows a lot, but yes, I do like that friendly battles are on. And I also, the reason why we're not rushing to do it is, what if they turn it off again? Because there's so many people doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll just be patient and see if this is going to be something that they're going to stick to having on.
For sure. I also see a great question by Yoshi. Coach tag when? Nice 3 words. Nice, simply put. Especially with the friendly battles back on. And we do have a channel where you can play. We have had thoughts. We have had thoughts of assigning coaches. To be honest, we might even pull up a poll or kind of ask you guys generally who would be interested in being a coach, so that we can kind of set that up, because we have seen in a lot of other scholarship programs a coaching system, and it looks like it's proven to help a lot of the scholars kind of get out of that initial slump and learn what to do. But we also want that to be, we don't necessarily like the holding hands coaching where you just kind of tell them what to do, but instead learning about the game so that people can have their own style and their own way of playing. But we do want to have some kind of coaching system implemented as well, which we did. Yeah, we did talk about that.
A question from Jesse Zambles: what class what class do you expect would be given prioritization in the next buff updates? For me, it's the Rise of the Dawns. I'm sorry, Dawns and Mechs. No, but actually, I think that they may give some changes to Dawns and Mechs. Like, they're pretty, like, they could do so much more. I guess it really depends on if they're actually going to buff skill, the actual trait of skill in its own. Because if skill gets changed or buffed in any way, then Mechs, Dawns, Dust will greatly benefit. Well, which may make Dust even more OP. So I'm not too sure where they're going to prioritize it. Maybe they may give some buffs to Aquatics are already so strong.
Yeah, Aquatics are strong.
I guess Beast, I guess, is maybe
yeah,
fixing Beast with the Rage Meter. I don't know if that's a Battles V2 thing or they're going to bring that now kind of thing. But I think they're going to give Beast a bit more damage, because the biggest problem with Beast right now is that there's just a lot of Ivory Stab Beasts that do nothing. Yeah. Right? Like, if you have Ivory Stab but you don't have anything else to follow it up with, it's literally useless. So maybe I'm definitely saying Beast.
Yeah. As far as cards, like, there's a lot of videos out saying perhaps nerfs on Double Talk, Cute Bunny. I don't know how they would change Grass Snake, because they don't want to kill it, but they don't want to keep it OP. There's lots of talks about that, but I really feel that there's going to be some hidden cards that are going to pop up out of nowhere. Kind of like even the Drain Bite buff last patch really made it prominent for that backline plant, you know. So there might be one little card that just gets a little more damage. Maybe was it Gilla? That tail that, you know, if they're poisoned, their attack gets reduced.
Neurotoxin?
Huh?
Neurotoxin?
Yeah, Neurotoxin. Like, let's say if they add 20 damage to Neurotoxin, it'll become part of teams. And then that might eliminate a Grass Snake mid with now a Neurotoxin mid. So, like, little things like that, like cards that you don't normally see too often, might come back in the game with just a few tweaks. So,
Yeah.
I'm more interested in, I mean, can they bring Silence Whisper out in some way? I don't know.
I don't know. Silent Whisper,
Yeah.
Silent Whisper and Imp are two useless ones, man.
So we'll see. Maybe Herbivore too. Maybe Herbivore they'll add it, make it 95. You know, 95 or something like that. 85 because
Exactly.
Drain Bite and Herbivore are not that different. Other than the slight bigger shield, but it should be because it's so class specific. I don't know. There'll be little things. I also think Sirius is overused. And so the mouth cards of plants need to be buffed because nobody plays Silence Whisper. Drain Bite is good, but you can't have it in the front line. Really depends.
Yeah.
And then so you're just really left with Sirius because not too many people use Herbivore / vegan diet. So it'll be interesting. We're excited, but it should be soon. I saw them tweet that the updated cards are soon. We almost wanted to hold back on making teams, but we're gonna keep firing through. I see a question from Jesse Zambles, and it's a whole bunch of questions. Expected date for Ronin Dex. I have a bet with some friends. Any info on the Ron token? Is it confirmed that Axie Parts upgrade will happen soon? And Facebook's announcement of the meta. So just since we don't have all day, because these are huge topics, I'm kind of just going to run through them really quick. The expected Ronin Dex, I mean, my bet is November 1st. That's my bet. But I don't know.
Really?
I think it's going to be in the next 2-3 days. I think it's going to be in the next 2-3 days. I think it's going to be right before NFT New York. But I could be completely wrong. But I don't know.
Is that a prediction on your live stream?
Monday. I think it's Monday. Monday.
So do you just start
Monday.
the stream and just put
Dex
the prediction?
Monday. I say Dex Monday. Dex Monday.
Dex Monday.
I'm
Wow.
sticking to it.
Okay, everybody.
But I don't know. We don't know. Ron token is very interesting. We know it's coming out. It'll definitely have to do with the Ronin network. My idea, my thought is that it will be given out. I mean, unless it's airdropped to people, but I don't think so. We just had an airdrop. I think it'll be given out to people who provide liquidity for the Dex. So we need the Dex for the Ron token, in my opinion. So Dex needs to come first, which kind of goes November 1st. And then the Ron token release at the same time, perhaps. So I think all this would be great hype right before NFT NYC as well. As far as the Axie upgrade parts, it's confirmed that it will happen. Whether it happens soon, I don't know. To be honest, I don't think so. Because for Axie upgraded parts to come, there needs to be the freeing or burning of Axies. And with the marketplace now and how we want to push growth, I don't think Axie Infinity wants to implement a sync yet. Because there's just going to be too many Axies getting freed or burnt that, well, I mean, unless they really want to encourage breeding, it might lower the amount in the marketplace, so there'll just be less available, and I mean the price would go up, but it'd be harder for players to join. So I think they're going to keep that till later on. But I guess if you have the Dex, you got to have the Dex first too, because then there's the resources that you need to exchange. So I don't think that one's as soon as people think, but the Dex I think is soon.
So that does answer also Askesis. Askesis in the house. He also asked that same question. Dex or land update, what will come first? So Dex confirmed. Right? Look, the leader of Team Askesis has entered the chat. Welcome.
Welcome, Askesis. Yeah, my thoughts is Dex first, then land gameplay, but I also think land is not too far. Land, by the end of this year, I think we're going to have some kind of demo of land or something playable. So that should be cool.
A question from Buncheck. How can a scholar become a sponsor or a manager? Now, if you Buncheck has been with us for a while, so it's actually a pretty good question. For many of the early first scholars, some of them are now feel like they've saved up enough, or they feel like they're ready to gear up to actually buy their own teams and buy their own axes so that they can sponsor a team through GA. A scholar can, if you've saved up enough wrapped ETH and you feel like you're ready to buy 3 axes, Travis or myself can help you with that process. And depending on which path you want to take, if you're someone who just wants the auto pay to come into your Ronin wallet every 2 weeks, so you don't have to think about or worry about anything, then sponsor would be the right choice. If you're someone more like Shadow, where you want to create your own league, you want to have more conversations and engage your scholars, similar to IC and Ralph, then definitely manager is the path for you. It just depends on what you want to take. I have 2 channels for manager questions and sponsoring questions where we can have more detailed conversations there. But yeah, it's any scholar can become a manager and a sponsor. There's no rules against it. There is nothing. You want to pair up with the scholar and both of you go in, whatever agreements you have with that scholar, we're not involved in it. But as long as you know the team that you're providing will be a team. We usually, is it 3 months we say for? Yeah, you should be around for at least 3 months. Yeah. So it's about 3 months, and you know the rules of GA is no one gets under 60%.
Yeah.
That's what we believe in. So, in that sense, yeah, any scholar can become one.
I also see a question of with the friendly battles on, are we ever going to have some in-house tournaments? I think I can talk about that, Ryan. We have talked about it. That will come eventually. We may start. We can't have a date for you yet, but we may start with an in-guild tournament. Maybe just to test it out. It would be a single elimination just to see how everything flows. You kind of may call it win streak because you kind of got to go on a win streak to win. So you got to get a little bit of luck. You got to have a lot of skill. Just to test out how a system would work and how it would run down. I don't know if we'd pick a day on the weekend. Whoever wants to join can join. Kind of self-reporting, climb to the end until the finals. Then the finals could be, or semifinals and finals can be best of 3, best of 5. We'll see. We can definitely host in-game tournaments. Like Ryan said, this feature just came back, so we're gonna let it ride a little bit. The stream dojo is gonna be live again on Monday after our Marble Monday.
Oh,
so
Monday,
we can test
Dex and dojo.
Yeah, Monday Dex Dojo and Marble Monday. So it's a busy Monday.
Damn.
So we're gonna wait it out, test it out with the dojo. Once we see that it's stable and ready to go, we can definitely host some things within the guild.
Okay, perfect. A question was asked here. I just saw it. I just saw the question. Oh, how has GA changed your life? Any regrets so far? GA has changed. GA has changed my life for the better part of my life. I think that when we started this, we were just looking to really just get our return back on Axes when we had this idea, but then we realized there's so much more to it than that. We started really understanding, NFTs, understanding the metaverse, understanding what it means to give someone opportunity and help and allow them to play to earn, because it's really the scholars that are putting in the work and they're literally powering GA. Like it's just true. It's what it is. And becoming a manager, talking to other managers, talking to the guilds. I talk to managers. I try to talk to managers at least once or twice a week just to see what the engagement is like. It has been a very good experience learning from larger guilds, learning what they do, but also also seeing what I should not be doing as well. So, and also this experience with all of you, I've made like real friends here with all of you, talking to all of you every day. Some of you I talk to more than others. Some of you I wish I got to talk to more. Has been definitely a life-changing experience. So definitely for those who, that we talked every day in chat, in general, thank you for being here. And, I'm not going to ever leave GA. I don't see myself ever doing anything else better than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, even for me too, it was a great transition for me because I was just coming back from living over up in Europe playing basketball, and with COVID hitting and a lot of things being indoor, with the league being on and off and uncertain as well for a lot of people. Sports isn't forever, so it was a good transition for me to find Axie Infinity and crypto really in general during those times, and then kind of start GA, coming back here to Canada, where I can be really close to Ryan. We live down the street from each other, and can focus on something that we both love and enjoy. And then, to see how it's flourished, to see how the community's flourished, to see how strong some of the members have been with us from the beginning. They've seen it all, literally seen it all. Especially our Genesis scholars. I mean, it's something that I love to do. I love to promote, and we're in the right time, in the right space, in the right area that's growing. So that's also to kind of push into Jesse's last question that I didn't really answer about Facebook and the metaverse. I don't think I have to talk specifically about Facebook, but this metaverse, this world, this digital world that you'll be able to step in and immerse yourself with, I really do see it like in the 5 to 10 year mark will be a huge thing. And so Axie Infinity is building their own metaverse, if you want to think about it, with land and everything. So we are in the right spot. And also for you guys to know, there will be the need of people creating in these spaces. If you want to think about it, GA is helping Axie Infinity's metaverse, right? We have a whole bunch of scholars. We have a huge community. We got love for the game. We're growing. We're all mining SLP so that other people can play. We're all builders of this metaverse, and that's why it's rewarding. Okay, there's going to be many opportunities to build in these metaverses that are coming, and it'll be very profitable for anybody around the world. So just keep in mind. Keep an eye out, stay connected, because in the next 5 to 10 years, it may be a job that's big in demand, and just about anybody can build, whether you're an artist, whether you're a coder, whether you're hosting spaces, whether you're running things. So just keep that in mind, because I believe the opportunities will be endless, and it'll be a rush in the next few years.
Like, I know I want to have a deeper conversation about this later on. But with the metaverse, and that the thing that is so special about this is we are the first generation of the metaverse. We are the pioneers. We are the first movers advantage in it. And even though you're playing Axie Infinity and you're earning crypto, it is the tip of the iceberg on what the metaverse could be, right? Like, it's like, if I was to explain this to someone 5 years ago, that you are playing a game and you are earning cryptocurrency, and you get a portion of that cryptocurrency, so then you can continue to play within the game and maybe buy your own assets, buy your own things. It's still amazing, because the next generation will look at you and say, you guys got first movers advantage, right? You guys have these activities that don't exist anymore. You guys have, these assets. You guys got to experience this, and we'll be the first people to really dive into the metaverse. So I would love to have this conversation for hours and hours about it. But, I saw a tweet the other day where it's like, you've entered the metaverse when your digital life is worth more than your physical life. And that is slowly happening. Slowly. It's not yet. But in the next 5 to 10 years, right, GA will be huge, right? Axie Land will be huge, right? You're gonna be, seen as like a grandfather of the space. So, yeah, I don't want to get too deep into it, but that's my 2 cents on that topic right there.
Okay, so maybe a few more questions, maybe 1 or 2 more questions. And then
I would say that 1 or 2 more questions.
We can wrap it up, guys. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for sticking around. We are hitting the 2-hour mark, so I'm sure there will be probably a podcast or something popping up. Shout out to the podcast peeps. I know one time you guys try to keep a podcast running until I streamed again. I don't know why you would choose a Friday to do that. That'd be a 72-hour podcast. I was like, hey, let me just stream so you guys could sleep.
But I'm sure there'll be something popping up after for more discussion in chat, or even if it's tomorrow, that's totally cool too.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a question that you
Like
see?
us,
Yeah.
yeah, like us, how much initial investment or capital, like, for actually Infinity? I'm assuming it's for a team
Yeah.
or for to become a sponsor like that. Normally, if you want a decent team, it's about what 0.3 ETH, 0.25 ETH, depending
Yeah.
on what you're trying to do.
At this
Like
price,
that.
probably a quarter ETH for a really good team. If you want to find a budget team that you're not really planning on breeding or doing anything just to start, like as an initial, you could probably squeeze out point 17, point 18 for a team. Just squeeze out if you need one to
Yeah,
get started.
exactly. But yeah. It's definitely something that many scholars are also saving towards too. But also many scholars are also hoping for the SLP pump, right? Like some of our scholars experienced 40 cent SLP, right? They were there. They know the rocket is gearing up to launch again. So many people got to experience that, and the Discord was crazy.
Yeah, I
Right,
think
all these
oddly,
first scholars who don't talk now, they were like diamonds, bro. They were like spamming the Discord. So a lot of them went into hibernation now because they're just grinding and saving up their SLP. But yeah, like definitely, it's gonna be a crazy time.
awesome. Yeah, awesome. Just random note. I don't dream very often, but last night I had a dream that SLP was $1 and AXS was like 1,000, which is a little out of whack. But I mean, I don't dream often. I opened my phone to check and it wasn't, but I don't know. Maybe it's a sign of a pump coming soon. Maybe it's a sign of a pump.
Maybe,
November 1st. November 1st.
may, maybe.
Okay, I think that wraps it up for us in our AMA, our sixth AMA. Yes, I said just crossing the 2 hour mark. Thank you guys. And thank you all of you for hanging out. Congratulations to our 23 new scholars. We will be contacting you probably shortly after this AMA to give you the details and make sure we have everything set up for you so you guys can get started
Yep.
and going. Ryan, you got any final thoughts?
Give us a few hours. Some of you want to actually go sleep and like
Yes,
that.
yes.
Don't worry about it. You're going to get a DM from us eventually. Within, I say, between 12 to 24 hours, you'll be
Yeah.
hearing from us as we continue to add and give every single scholar a chance. So don't be alarmed. If you want to go to bed, because the one scholar told me they stayed up for 8 hours just like to wait for my message, but I forgot to tell them I went to bed. So yeah, don't worry about it. So I'll be sure to answer. I'll be sure to message each and every single one of you. We love you guys. All of you have continued to push GA. Shout out to every single scholar. If I didn't catch your name, I will catch it next time. But thank you, Genesis, First, Diamonds, GAM, sponsors, and everybody, every single scholar.
With that being said, yes, enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe, stay healthy,
Stay
and
good, everybody.
we'll be seeing you in our Discord and in Twitch or Twitter, wherever we find you. We're everywhere as well. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Exactly. All right. Have a good evening, everyone.